Parents, I hate y'all.
Damn.
What? That's not fair?
Hey, I get it.
So, this, my side hustle, since I always owe in taxes, is refereeing. I think we've talked about this. So, I did a game, 5th or 6th grade girls. Nobody out there is even going to make their high school team. That's how bad they were. It's a 10-point game with 15 seconds left.
15.
I think the total score, like the team winning, was like 25-15. So we're not talking about, James Harden and Steph Curry's. Nobody lighting it up. Like I said, nobody gonna make the high school team unless they go to a terrible squad. My partner called travel, but he called jump ball. I overruled him with a travel, right? It's like, nah, it's a travel first.
Okay.
He called a jump ball, because they was trying to tie him up. But the girl started standing up. She stood up. So you can't stand up, right?
Travel.
So I called travel. It goes to the losing team's ball. They dribble down. I don't know. They ain't even scored. Now it comes to a jump ball situation. Right?
Right.
So they got the last one. It's like, no, we never changed possession from, the last call. It was a travel call. You got the ball. We never changed possession. Now, how do you keep possession at these games?
With a coin in your pocket, switching from side to side.
You use some mechanism in your pocket or a wristband or whatever.
I use my car key.
Right. I use a business card from my OG ref that gave it to me because it's always in my bag. Because it's laminated, so it's easy to slide out my pocket. So I was like, Coach, I got possession. He never switched it. Let's go. Coach was cool. Coach he didn't give me that much trouble, but he's, arguing the call. So I'm on the far sideline away from the coach by the bleachers. So, how you just be saying stuff and you don't think nobody listening? I said, man, ain't like you gonna hit a 10-point shot. So, I called the play in. The other team goes down. They throw the ball out of bounds. Some team comes back. So now the game ends right where I made my comment, right? So the parents gonna say, that was very rude of you to say. I was like, what are you talking about? The whole 10-point thing? That's rude. I said, did I lie? I said, what do you want me to do? It's 15 seconds left.
Right.
You're arguing about a call and it's not gonna change the game. Well, you didn't have to say it the way you did. It's like, my bad. Right? Thought it'd be over with. So here comes, Gorilla Mom's husband or whatever. Yeah, that was very uncalled for. I said, look, man, I ain't apologizing no more. So you just gonna be rude like that? I said, y'all are rude to referees every weekend.
Right.
I said, if you ain't say nothing today, you said something last week. We've been out here 10 weeks. You done said something to a referee. And that's just this year, just at this sport. I said, if you've never said anything to a ref in your life, rude, I'll apologize. They didn't say nothing back, right? They just kept saying how rude I was. I was like, see, now we even. Say all the shit y'all yell at us during the game. Now we get to be assholes back.
Right.
I said, you don't realize I'm not out here for sportsmanship. I'm out here as an independent contractor. So you want to complain? Go ahead. I'm going to get some games next week because they need people. They need me, baby.
Right now they need people.
Right. We just got an email
Like, how the fuck you need people? You already scheduled me for those times, baby. Hey, give me some of the off games.
Right. If you'd had me earlier, I'd have took a couple more.
Right.
Took a couple more of them poke sandwiches. Shout out to Weebay. So,
String!
Funniest part about the interaction, little grandma from that section comes out the bleachers, because I'm walking away by now. She walks over to me, hey, you take enough shit from people every weekend. What you said didn't bother me. I said, you know what, Granny? I appreciate you. I apologize to you. If I offended you, I'm truly sorry, and I'll make it up to your grandkid next time I see you. She said, you ain't got to. They suck.
God damn. She was white?
She was white. Shout out to Blanche Devereaux.
Blanche. Hey, it's crazy, man. Like, no matter what grade they are, they take it so fucking serious. And a lot of times, you can look in the kids' eyes. You can look at how a kid play. They're out there because their parents want to be out there.
Right.
Like, I had one boy, the one kid that was just looking up at the fucking ceiling the entire time. Ceiling on the floor. They passed him the ball, he screamed and threw it back. Like, you know he don't want to be out here. He's just fat and kind of tall. His dad want him out here or some shit.
Right. You can't live your glory days through your kid.
Right. And no matter how much you encourage your kids, you got to be realistic. Some of them just fucking suck.
Right.
Period.
It's the funny thing is the next day I had some games, right? And it was a tournament. So it was these kids were good. These are 8th grade girls. Like legit ballers. Like if I didn't say anything disrespectful to them because they could fucking hoop.
Right.
Like I was interested. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot easier for us to do our job when the game looks better.
That's why I'm hyped about this weekend because I have 6th, 7th, 8th grade.
I know I got a 4th grade. That's like the last game.
I had a 3rd grade game. I fucking hated that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck do you call? What do you let go?
Yeah.
Only thing I call, unless it was breakdancing, that's the only thing I call. That's the only time I call travel. Hey, man, you can't just be rolling around on the floor with the ball now.
Hey, I started. That was like I think I had one game after the people got on my nerves. And I had it by myself. You know, you ref that game yourself, right?
Right.
I heard somebody in the stand say, he's checked out. This other lady talking about, make sure you call blocking fouls. I said, come down here and help me.
God damn.
I said, you see him by myself? Like, I ain't gonna see everything.
Right. Like, they wild as fuck. Because I remember the first time I did the game by myself. Come on, ref. It's their ball. Motherfucker, I'm doing the best I can. I'm a one-man show out here.
At one point, I was going to be a dick and, like, not leave half court. I was like, and then, like, that first quarter went off. I kind of, like, cooled back off. I'm like, all right, let me ref a little bit.
God damn.
Because you never know who's watching.
That's true. Like, we had, you remember what the school was at reffing that together? And the black dude that came and relieved us that time? So it was me and him, right? At the same school.
Right.
The following week. And then this old white guy came out the stands. He was like, yeah, hey, you guys did a great job. I ref for 30 years. I'm retired now. You guys did called an even game. That was great. I'm like, God damn. You're right. You don't never know who's watching.
Oh, so funny thing. So I was at my daughter game. And this kid, you know, they had 2 kid refs. The one kid was all right. Unfortunately, little Tyrone, the black ref, the black kid, he was just out there for the check. Like, he was too busy worried about shooting every time it was a dead ball than the calls, right?
Right.
So, you know, I didn't say nothing to him the whole game. You know, after the game, they walk off, hey, guys, good job. If I can just offer up one piece of advice from one ref to another, y'all got to understand what's backcourt. I said, this game, it didn't matter. Like, we won, like, 14-0, you know. I said, but there's some crazy parents out here that's going to be on y'all. I said, make sure that they establish all 3 points, you know, 2 feet and the ball in whatever zone. If they going from front to back or back to front, that all 3. Because they kept calling backcourt just because the ball, you know, the person would dribble the ball over. I was like, that's not backcourt.
Right.
So the white dude, he's like, thanks, man, appreciate it. The black dude he didn't even look at me. Just look at his phone.
Right.
I said, look, man, you ain't got to take what I say. But if I went and told your boss, you'd be tripping. I said, I'm trying to help you get some more money. You know how much money you can do reffing this if you do it good?
Facts.
So then he was like, what? I said, I could hook you up where you could referee full time. Oh, thanks. I said, why did I have to sell you on that for you to, take what I was telling you as bond? You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, young, dumb.
I get it. But that's a respect thing. Like,
right.
We were taught respect. Somebody say something to you, you answer them. Even if you don't agree, even if you don't know them, you don't just brush them off.
That's true. Hey, have you had a situation reffing when you see a player, you can't tell if the player is a boy or a girl, just on GP? I'm like,
yes, all the time. And it's usually they look like little boys if it's a girl game.
So it was opposite for me. Had a little dude, 7th grade, long hair, but he was like a smaller 7th grade dude. And his hair was just long, and he was like flinging it, like, I said, is this co-ed or whatever? Then he said something, oh, that's a dude, But
do you feel weird saying like, if it's a boy game, be like, all right, fellas, relax on the first shot. You be like, damn, what if one of these little kids ain't a fella?
Right. I mean, but that goes to how do you feel about transgender athletes playing sports?
I think it's a cop-out.
Okay.
It's one thing to, quote-unquote, identify as another sex, but you're using your God-given ability,
your genetic ability,
your genetic DNA,
right,
for gain, because you're doing it for gain. You're not doing it because it's fun or whatever. You like, let's face it, you really shouldn't be able to do this switch thing until I feel like college, or till you're 18.
Okay,
you shouldn't be able to say I identify as a woman, but you can't vote.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
What?
So, like, you sent me the video. It was 2 boys. Was it 2 boys?
Yeah.
2 boys running female track. And they smoking them. I mean, they letting them ass have it. First off, I'd be mad as a parent.
Right.
Like,
the coach got to see me.
Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. You ain't gonna let this little dude smoke my daughter like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I ain't trying to be sexist or nothing. Like, I don't even know how this gonna come off, but the best WNBA player not gonna beat the 200th NBA player.
Not at all.
In most aspects. You got the Cheryl Swoops, the Reggie, what's Reggie Miller's sister name? Cheryl Miller. You got
Maya Moore.
You got the 1% of top female athletes in basketball only that could beat a couple of the NBA men. Serena Williams, number 1 greatest female tennis player of all time, could not beat the 100th ranked man. Like, she said it.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's like the 100 ranked dude going over and playing on the women's circuit for tennis and be out there with his balls hanging with the
tuck your balls in, man. Tuck your balls when kids are watching
with the little tutu.
Right. Like, I think, and because it goes to like a lot of other social issues with that. You know what I mean? It's like just say, oh, I'm 14, 15, and say I identify as a female, right? So naturally, I'm going to be stronger, you know what I mean, because testosterone or whatever, because we automatically produce that. But then, if I get to fighting with a girl, right, are they going to charge? How are they going to charge that? You know what I mean? Things of that nature. But when it comes to competing,